Hello everyone, it's Josh from CollectionDX. You know the drill by now. This is a review. This review is the Jobraver DX Skybraver ANA jet passenger plane. There's a lot going on here. But this is a really big set from Jobraver. Probably the last Jobraver review I'm going to do, to be honest. I mean, this is a great piece, but it's the only big piece really in the line aside from like a car transport. And most of the Jobraver's other stuff it's very samey. And when you keep rehashing the same thing over and over again, it loses its appeal to me. But this piece is super cool. So what this is a jumbo jet that transforms into a robot. Comes with 3 Jobroids down here. I've taken this out of the box, so this box is very light right now. But you can see here that it has an action gimmick where it can dump a container or a car, transform into the robot, or combined with some of the other Jobraver robots. There is no electronics in this. There is no lights or sound. A lot of stickers. It's very toy-like in that it's very clicky and durable for children. What else can I tell you about this at this stage? So it comes packed in a cardboard tray, and it's all in pieces in the bag, in their little baggies. They're not resealable, so it's one of those ones that you cut them open and they're out of the baggie forever. So again, very kid-friend focused, not collector focused, but that's okay. We like toys, and toys should be played with. I wanted to show you the instructions because it is like a newspaper. It unfolds very largely. So there's a lot going on here in these instructions. Not very compact, but very clear and easy to follow. That is good to know. Another thing I liked about it is there are a lot of stickers. So I've already applied the stickers, but you have the stickers for the jet. You have the variant face stickers for the Jobroids, but this is cool. And this is another nod to this being a kid's toy, is it just comes this little extra kid stickers. Just stick them wherever the hell you want, little things. I mean, that's cool. This is for kids, and they thought about kids. That is cool. Another couple of papers that it comes with is this little sheet here with a couple of sort of cautionary things, and one is showing that you have to press a button in the chest to release the part of the back of the robot mode, and I'll go over that during transformation. And then this is showing the right way to put this adapter into the storage container. The adapter is used for using the parts from the ANA jet onto like a police braver, right? So, and then you finally have a little fill out the survey for some reason with a QR code. You should scan it and see what it does. I don't know what it does. I'm not going to scan it, but you can even use my code. Use that code. Tell me what happens. All right. So let's look at the jet. Right. So large jet is large. Look at this thing. It's a really big jet. It's enormous. It's got to be 20 inches long. It's huge. This jet is, I think, is based on a real jet, the Boeing 777-300. It's pretty similar. The paint is exactly what ANA Airlines, it's a real airline, is using in 2023 and through 2024. There's a couple different decos they have for their jets, but this is definitely one of them and was in use during the time of this release. The only big deviation I can see from the real jet's design is these sort of wing tips up here that I haven't been able to see one with this. So maybe I have the wrong jet. And of course the giant feet underneath, and underneath it's, game on, right? But it's a good looking jet, and it's hefty, and you can see a kid really having fun with this. There are some things going on in jet mode. There are landing gear. So these are, of course, very large toy-like landing gears. So you just flip them out, and the jet can land on them. That's kind of cool. There is a compartment in here you can see. And what the compartment is for, you can store the luggage cargo container in here, right? And then there is a button here that releases it. You can also take a car from Jobraver and do the same thing. In addition to the jet, you get 3 Jobroids. You get, from the left, Pilot Jobroid Tsubasa. He's the pilot. And then the next one is the CA Jobroid Sekai, and that's a female Jobroid flight attendant. Now, so CA, cabin attendant, for those who want to know. And then the last one is CA Jobroid Masubu, who is the male cabin attendant. So these 2 Jobroids don't do anything. They're fixed posed figures. They're used in the transformation, but they don't do anything. This one is sort of similar to your standard Jobroid in that it's got moving arms and that sort of thing. And you can see a little spoiler alert of what it's used for around the back of the Jobroid, but we'll get to that later. And like we saw in the sticker sheet, you can put different eyes on them to give them different expressions. And if you'll notice, there's a subtle thing here that there's little eyelashes on the lady one. Isn't that cute? Little eyelashes. But yeah, but these also have no use in plane mode, right? They don't. The box shot kind of makes it look like they can go in a pilot scene or something. That's not the case. I mean, you could, I guess, sort of stuff them in here and just sort of, they could be in there for storage, and you could just eject them. But they don't actually click into anything. There's no opening cockpit or anything like that for this jet. But they are used in the robot. Of course, because this is a kid toy, the transformation has to be kid friendly. So it is not hard, but it is interesting. This is the core of the body, is this piece here. And essentially what we do here is kind of lift these sections up, rotate them out, bring these sections down, and then bring them back down again. Okay, and then there's the fist can fold right out. Notice the clicks. Clicks are amazing, and there's clicks everywhere in this toy. Okay, now here is where the little Jobravers come into play. They become thighs, which is a weird, like form feet and thighs. But that's where they go. You just sort of click them on. Either one could go on either side. Not a problem. And then these leg pieces just kind of click in there. And then the feet come down. Now, we talked about the stickers. Again, you can see we have some sticker peel going on here and sticker. This is a new toy, right? That came out like last year. It's not a vintage piece. They just don't like to go around corners. It's unfortunate, but true. So you can see already we're dealing with a sizable robot here, okay? Now, the next piece we will do is the back. Fairly simple. There is a track here in the middle of the thing, and there's a track on the back. Just sort of line it up, click it in. All right, so that looks pretty good. Now we got this guy who is the Jobraver pilot. He's going to become the head. And what we do here is basically move his arms up, take this down, rotate it, bring the arms back around, bring the head back around. There's a little peg under there now, okay? And that plugs into the head hole, okay? And then stand you up for a minute. Will you stand? Great. And now this piece here, these open up and kind of tilt up a little bit. And there are little connector points there that just click right in to the chest. And then these pieces plug in outside the arm. And then finally, he's got this becomes a weapon. Place it in his hand. And there is the robot. It is super cool. So you can see it's got, you know, a nice regal looking head, kind of looks like a pilot's cap. You've got the cockpit of the plane that becomes the chest. And you've got these long spindly legs right down to its feet. So from the back, it looks like you just took a plane and stuck it on the back of the robot. But that's okay, it looks cool. So it is articulated as heck. It looks like a brick, but it's actually not. You get a little head movement there, which is great. You have a waist joint, right? Look at that. You have arms that go up, go up this way, rotate at the elbow. I mean, do that. You have, do the wrists swivel? No, the wrists don't swivel. What do you want, everything? The legs, skirts move to give you clearance for the legs. Listen to that joint. Oh, so nice. These come out, rotate, legs bend. Look at that. Look at that range of motion. Great. You got swivel ankles, and they also go out and back. That's awesome. So you can, you know, get some great action poses out of this. If only people made a stand big enough to hold this up in the air. But it's just awesome, right? And you could do that cool flying pose with it. It's just great. And it's sturdy, it stands great, really awesome. There's a thing you could maybe do too with the wings, and I'll see if I can show you that. The wings are really, really hard to get off in the back, but you might be able to turn them around. Let's see. Let's see. These are oh, there you go. That's pretty easy. All right. I guess, I mean, that does look a little cooler. It's not the actual mode, but oh man, I like that. I like those wings up like that. That's pretty ballsy. Really nice. I like that a lot. It's just very cool, right? It's a great looking piece all together. Let's leave it like that for a minute. I'm gonna show you another thing that happens here. This is the container, okay, that stores that connector piece. But check it out, there's also this little thing that makes it a shield. So you just plug it in to the hand, and he's got a shield and a gun. Oh, that is so great. That's such a great toy. And right now, I mean, retail, it was only like 8,000 yen, which in US dollars is about 60 bucks, 65 bucks. And you can get it, Amazon Japan has it, and they'll ship to this guy to the US for like, it's like a 4,000 yen to ship, which is like another $30 or so. So under 100 bucks, you can get out of the ship direct to Japan. I'm sure they're on eBay and HobbyLink Japan and other places too, but wow, this thing is awesome. But there's more to it. So this actually, well, let's do another thing first. I want to show you this. Is in this container, there's actually spots in here to put weapons from the other Jobravers. So for example, Police Braver here has a little gun. This is actually designed to be storage for those weapons. And they can just be stored away like nothing. Very cool. But another thing that can be done is it can combine with the Police Braver to form another mode. And you can see here the size difference between Police Braver and the ANA Sky Braver. Right, so that's much larger, okay? But again, they combined in a sense. Let's look at that now. So first thing we need to do, remove the wings. And they can be hard to pull off. And that's a little hard for kids, I think, but okay. And you remove these side pieces. And let's put you over there. Now, this is the Police Braver Deluxe Koban set. So what we need to do here is kind of put these down and remove the Police Braver from this little thing there. And now we have this connector piece that we saw earlier. We need to put these up And you know, oh, actually, don't go all that, like 3/4. And you see how we have these little slots here? That is where the old Police Braver set goes in. And those just sort of stay down here, okay? And now the wings attach to these here. And then in the back, you can see the slots here. This needs to just sort of slot in and clicks into place. And now these pieces go like this. And you know, it looks pretty cool, but here's the flaw with the whole thing is it's too heavy, right? This joint here, it doesn't hold it. So you really gotta like do a certain kind of posing, gotta kind of bring the wings up, maybe angle them in a little bit. You'll find that area of gravity to make it work, but obviously it's not great. But it's cool looking. Can't deny how cool it looks. And you know, it's good for zooming around the room, you know. So remember that piece of paper was telling you the right way to do this. So this is where that comes into play. So you want to turn these pieces, I think, down. And then plug it in like so. Basically shows you the right way to close that up. Another thing the instructions were showing you is how to remove, when you want to go back to jet form, how to do that. And this piece is very tightly locked into place. And you release it with these green buttons. So you want to push them, you don't squeeze them, you push them in. And then it frees up this back compartment here. So in conclusion, this thing is awesome. It is fun, it is durable, it is affordable, it is massive. You can give it to a kid and they can play with it too. You can knock it over and it will not break. It's complicated, but not so much so. It's really what I look for in a transforming toy. I do wish the transformation was a little more, wasn't so parts forming, but that's fine. I wish the stickers were better in their adhesion, but I do enjoy putting on stickers. When I was a kid, everything required stickers, and that makes me feel like a kid again. I like it. I like it. It's a great toy. I would highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun. Again, this is Josh from CollectionDX.com. If you don't know, we have a website where we post a written review of these things with pictures, links, supplemental materials, etc. The link is in the description. Please go visit. And if you like what you saw today, we do enjoy your super likes. We enjoy your regular likes, your subscribes, your shares. All of that thing helps us keep doing this. And I say us, it means me, because it's just me right now. And, you know. Anyway, this is Josh from CollectionDX. Thanks for watching. See you next time.